At one time, it was considered one of the best rivalries in the country.
Obviously, we got the better team.
Until Hahnville can prove that they're ready to win, Destrehan still is ruling the roost.
It's just our rival, and you want to beat them every single year, and this year is going to be our year.
Definitely going to beat Hahnville for sure.
Go Wildcats.
Go Tigers.
Finally here, the Battle on the River football game. Tonight, Hahnville High School will be traveling across the river to take on the Destrehan Wildcats. Hi, my name is Brody, and we're in for a treat tonight. Both teams have had excellent seasons, so we're in for an interesting game. Let's look at the stats. Destrehan is currently 6-3. The Wildcats are on a winning streak right now, beating their last 3 opponents. During their homecoming game last week, Destrehan didn't even let Central Lafourche put anything on the board, with a score of 41-0. But the Wildcats are not the only one on a winning streak. In fact, Hahnville has only lost 1 game this season, against Edie White back in September, and it was a close one, with a score of 21-18. After that, the Tigers picked back up, defeating every team they played against. Hahnville won their last game against East St. John with a score of 47-18. Both teams have been working hard all week to prepare for tonight's game. The head coaches from Destrehan and Hahnville say the Battle on the River is just another game to them, and they're just hoping their players do their best.
I think they know that we have a chance to compete. I think they know that if they do what they're supposed to do, we have a chance. I think they know we need to play physically. You know, we don't need to play a perfect game, but we need to play a clean game, no penalties, no turnovers, everybody doing their assignment. And I think they're aware that if they do that, they'll have a chance to win the game.
This year we experienced some setbacks and stuff like that, and so we're starting to kind of come into our own, and hopefully we can be playing our best ball this time of year.
Some players are playing their final Battle on the River rivalry game of their high school career. ATVB team members Evan Frickey and KaRon Henderson spoke to key athletes of both teams about their goals to make their final rivalry game a victorious one.
Every year, Hahnville and Destrehan's football teams go head-to-head for the intense Battle on the River rivalry game. It's a major event that both teams are always anticipating, and they say they are prepared to do anything in order to win.
Well, I think we've got to win this game just because it's my last year.
Obviously, we got the better team because we the ones that's putting up the numbers, so, you know.
Hahnville running back Kelvin Smith is really confident in his team and himself this year. He said he keeps a winning mentality during the games to lead him to success.
The kind of mindset I have, really just feel like I'm the best player on the field at all times. I need to show that everybody else scout team players.
And he's not the only one keeping that confident mindset. Coach Gregory Boyne says Smith plays an important role every Friday night.
He's very physical. He plays very physical. He plays with a little bit of an edge. You know, for as quiet and as nice of a person, he's always smiling when you see him in school. But on the field, he plays very tough. He's very physical, plays competitive. It means a lot to him to do well and to see his teammates do well. Very supportive of his teammates, which is a trait that not everybody has, but a large majority of our seniors do have, and he's kind of the leader.
Across the river, Destrehan starting safety Blake Brown says teamwork is a key to a successful team, and this is what helped them during the Battle on the River game.
Like I probably could do stuff that help my teammates out. Yeah.
Destrehan head coach Marcus Scott is confident that Brown can help lead his team to victory.
Blake was voted our most improved player over the spring. He's really taken some steps as a leader on and off the field, so we're very proud of his development. And he has a bright future, and he continues to lead our team, especially on the defensive end.
Come out November 1st to see both teams and players put it all on the line to win for their school.
Go Tigers, that's it.
Go DHS.
And we're sure both CJ Smith and Blake Brown will be giving it their all tonight when they hit the field. We have a lot in store tonight. The rivalry matchup, the Pink Links reveal, Spear Group performances, and much more. You can watch it all live with us on PressToPlay.tv. Our student crew will be giving us the coverage the entire night. Coming up on Press Play Productions' pre-game coverage of the Battle on the River game, we take a look at how the teams plan to keep the Spears high tonight. We'll be right back.
3, 2, 1.
Come over to the Satellite Center where collaboration meets creativity. No matter your interests, we have a spot for you. There are 5 different pathways, including a variety of courses that you can take. Over at the LaFawn Performing Arts Center, the Arts, Technology, and Communication pathway focuses on digital media, as well as visual and performative arts. And at the main Satellite Center campus, the health science courses are geared towards recognizing, treating, and managing patient and medical needs in various situations. For those interested in the service industry, the Hospitality and Tourism pathway provides a hands-on approach to fine dining, cultural leadership, and tourism. Or you can immerse yourself in the world of STEM with our applied science courses, where you can design, build, and operate electrical and mechanical systems. If you have a passion for learning and passing on knowledge, help mold our future generations in our Educators Rising course. Whether you love one pathway or them all, the Satellite Center can help you build a better you. To learn more about how you can get involved, visit the Satellite Center's website or follow us on social media.
Before the break, we showed you all how both teams have been working all week for tonight, but they haven't been the only ones. ATVB's Corbin, Guckenburg, and Ethan Hall show us how spirit groups show up and show out.
The Battle on the River football game is a well-known rivalry matchup in the St. Charles Parish community. This year, fans from both sides of the river are coming together to bring some real excitement to Wildcat Stadium, and they're doing it with the help of the spirit groups from both Hahnville and Destrehan.
As a high stepper, every Friday night is special. It's so much fun to be dancing on the field. I really love performing for the crowd, and I think it just makes every Friday night more special.
Cheer, band, and color guard members are all doing their best to ensure their arts influence the entertainment and fun throughout the stadium.
My favorite thing about coming out to football games and cheering for the game is definitely like the community. I love seeing the little girls just like yelling the stuff with us and just trying to catch on the cheers, and I love just seeing the crowd and stuff.
But it's not as simple as showing up to the game. Before all the entertainment, there's the preparation.
We spend time focusing on how and in what ways that we can bring excitement to a football game or to any event that we attend. So for us, it's all about what do we do to help provide that energy or that excitement, and really that's what we focus on.
The reason why spirit groups exist is because they bring joy and excitement to the crowd around the stadium. If there are no spirit groups, what would the game be without them? Hype is important, and it's their job to bring it out.
I feel like having spirit groups is something that's important because it's constant support, it's constant motivation for our football team and for just our school in general to want to be here. It helps create a good environment, and like I said, my family's been here forever, so it just keeps that family feeling like we're all together.
Part of the team's motivation to play has come from the one and only spirit groups. These spirit groups bring so much support by pridefully showing out for their school.
The love for these spirit groups are just as strong as their football teams. They're together every single Friday night, supporting each other. And their time on the road cannot match the feeling of playing at home in St. Charles Parish, with their family and friends showing up to cheer them on. Malik and Joshi shows us just how valuable each student section is for their football teams.
One of the most awaited football games in St. Charles Parish is happening on Friday, November 1st. Communities from both East and West Banks are coming together to support the Destrehan and Hahnville football teams for the Battle on the River game. Many different groups play a role in the game, like cheer, dance, band, and last but not least, the student section. The student sections come together in the stadium on Friday nights to cheer on their teams, and for them, it's more than just showing up for the players. These students also represent their school and community.
It's something that you can't really get that feeling without the students or get the feeling without anybody. It sends that sense of pride in yourself and into that team to actually make them want to try harder, that your friends and family and classmates are there supporting you.
But it's not as simple as just showing up for the games. The student council from both schools help organize some activities that keep the student section spirits high. These student-led organizations create themes for each game.
Everybody puts their own little input in, and then, like I said, we make a vision, and the vision happens because we all have time to plan it, and it ends up working out. It's really good.
The students themselves also take part to organize the activities. They make a variety of posters that showcase their support to their friends and everyone on the team.
Basically, going out with the student section, it's awesome, especially like when we get to score a touchdown. The baseball team will get to run with the flags, and then seeing that many people show up in the student section, it's pretty awesome.
Throughout the week leading up to the game, many students dress up at school according to the theme. It ensures that even the people who are not going to the game can still be part of the fun.
I feel like even for football players and cheerleaders, although that we are kind of like on the track, I feel like the student section definitely brings it as a full circle moment, and they're like giving the energy and like just the themes, like they're just bringing so much joy and fun to the football games.
Students from both teams say they are ready to bring some friendly rivalry energy to Wildcat Stadium during the Battle on the River football game.
And right next to the student sections are the community members. Some of these fans have been showing up for Hahnville Tigers and Destrehan Wildcats for decades. ATVB team members Chrissy Hitchens and Chase O'Keefe introduce us to some of those individuals who say home games are more than just the weekend entertainment.
It's that time of year again when avid football fans of Destrehan and Hahnville high schools gather together for the annual Battle on the River rivalry game. It's an event that two teams have been preparing for, but a major part of what keeps them motivated are the fans who give them their support and energy every Friday night.
These are our future. These students are our future. They're the ones that you want to have the community support, so they'll come back to the community in their later years if they go off to college somewhere else, but we want them back, and we want them to have that feeling that they are going to be welcome back.
Every time I say I'm not going to do it again, some kid that knows me, Coach, how we going to be this year? You going to come back this year? And I'm not going to tell him no, and until he tells me, the guy up top, I'm going to keep coming back.
These community members are some of the most devout supporters, and it gives the football team an extra boost of inspiration to try their best on the field.
It feels good knowing that we got people that we actually make happy, not just playing for ourselves, but playing for them too. So, it's kind of good.
But for some fans, it's not about just showing up to the games. To them, there's more to the ritual or the Friday night lights.
One of the things that Jason, the principal, says he started a slogan: tradition never graduates. And I, being a graduate of Destrehan in 1969, this is my school. So if I don't support them, who else will? I got to support them.
High school football can help the community feel a sense of pride and unity. It is an opportunity for them to come together for a shared interest, and it's something that people look forward to each week.
The season ticket holders, you kind of get to know the people who you're sitting with and whatnot. Sometimes we don't know their names or what they do in life, but on Friday nights, we're a community, we're for the same team, and talking about the plays that just happened or what was going on, and when the team scores, high fives everywhere, So yes, it's a great sense of community when you're sitting together and cheering the Tigers. And we stay all the way through and cheer them on. So, once a Tiger fan, always a Tiger fan.
Many people are huge fans of NFL and college football teams, but these community members in St. Charles Parish do not overlook their high school teams. They make up the real meaning of Friday Night Lights.
We still have more coverage for you before this game starts tonight at 7. Coming up, we learn more about what it takes to host an exciting home game and one of the groups that holds the teams together. Welcome back, I'm Brody. The countdown is on for the Battle on the River football game. Destrehan Wildcats and Hahnville Tigers will be going head-to-head at the Wildcat Stadium. While the football players are the stars on the field, there are a ton of people underneath the stadium who are running the show and catering to the hungry fans. Nadia, Eiler, and I talked to volunteers that dedicate their time every home game.
Battle on the River, a fierce competition between Destrehan and Hahnville's football teams. Each year, fans gather to witness the ultimate face-off. But the work isn't just done on the field. Underneath the bleachers, there are heaps of volunteers, dedicating their time to keep the energy of the game alive. From ticket sellers to concession stand workers, these are the people who ensure the game runs smoothly.
My favorite part about selling concessions is the team you get, and you get to meet new people from ROTC or from the football touchdown club, and you just get to help people out, and it's really nice to help people out.
Each team might be hungry to win, but these volunteers work hard to make sure that's the only hunger they'll have. But it isn't always easy to keep up with the rush of the game.
Definitely during the Destrehan game, it becomes a struggle because both sides start selling food like crazy because it's a rivalry game. So then when you run out of stuff, they have to take it from one side, so then the one side always has less than the other one. So it becomes a challenge on having to close early or not.
Despite those challenges, the volunteers always work their hardest and put in the hours before and after the game.
We prep everything, set up the crock pots, and then once we get here, we wipe down everything, turn on the hot food, and then we're ready to go.
But concession workers aren't the only ones who keep the ball rolling. Ticket sellers are also imperative volunteers, as they make sure the fans can enter legitimately. Every machine has parts working together in order to work properly. And for high school football, the volunteers are an integral gear in the system.
The qualities of a person that you should have is like hardworking, ready to like take on responsibility, and just having overall leadership if you're a captain of that side.
And while they might not be the stars on the field, there's an entire world under the bleachers that make the game truly magical.
And while the volunteers are handling concessions and tickets, the sports medicine trainers are out on the field every Friday night to make sure the players are in their best shape.
The biggest game of the season is finally here. The annual rivalry football matchup, Battle on the River, is a huge moment for both Hahnville and Destrehan High Schools. And as the football teams have been practicing, alongside them, the sports medicine trainers have been wrapping up their own preparations.
So basically, like, we give them treatment and they come in, get whatever physical, therapy that they need from the trainer itself, Miss Sammy. Making sure we're stocked up on whatever we need and stuff for the football players themselves.
The sports medicine teams from both Hahnville and Destrehan have a goal of making sure their players are physically ready to be in the game and safe throughout.
Prepare for the big game. I believe our coaches do a phenomenal job getting them prepared for the game. I think they will be absolutely 100% prepared for the game. Our job with the health aspect of it, I think we're going to be as healthy as we possibly can be for the game for sure.
And these things make the group crucial to the football teams. Just like the players, these athletic trainers are dedicating time every day during practice and at games to offer their help.
Right before we come out, we do have the student athletic trainer aides. They are the ones that help with Terps tape, anything that they may need there, and then making sure that all the hydration stations are ready to go by the time the game starts.
But it isn't just the football players who are receiving support throughout this process. Being an athletic trainer is an opportunity for students to learn vital information that can put them a step ahead in this industry.
It's the people. I feel like the sense of community we've created out here is really great. Like, I could carry these friends on into my adulthood.
You can watch both sports medicine teams in action at the Battle on the River game. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock and may the best team win.
We're looking forward to a great game from both teams. We want to wish both the Hahnville and Destrehan football players and their coaches good luck tonight. And that's it for us now. Our teams will be back with you all, doing play-by-play and color commentary from the press box in just a couple minutes. We'll be back.